while listening to the traffic commandant, he argues that so many other times they have called upon those ones that are in the public sector, the transport sector, Matatu sector for that matter, for conversations. Sometimes these meetings are actually, arranged by them, and then of course upon them coming, they find that there's actually no one to sit for a meeting with them. Do you suppose that there's a disconnect? Do you suppose that there's a gap in how police operate, alongside those ones that are stakeholders in the Matatu industry? Karakacha.
Okay, to us, I think there is a gap, and we need that's what we call political goodwill within the government. Because if you ask the issue of corruption, you get our drivers are being forced to give money by force. Okay. That is from the police and even the county government. So there is a big gap, and we need to think about how to bring the gap together, because police are our brothers and sisters. So we need to think how to work closely, but not pushing the driver, the conductor, to give bribe. And maybe going forward, we need to urge the passengers, wherever they are, if they see any police getting into the vehicle, they need to make sure that, because the law does not allow the police to enter into the vehicle, they need to make sure that they need to shout and make sure that that police should be out of that vehicle.
And one of the concerns that he raised as well is the fact that there's a lot of fear that has been instilled, that is onto the police sector, in the sense that they actually are scared of a public that is going to be rogue on them, a public that is going to rough them up. They are actually even scared that, now it's videos left, right, and center. And therefore, they tend to take a backseat, and that then means lawlessness will automatically creep in. Is that really the right way to go if a police is coming to enforce what is law and order, that everybody is supposed to shout and go against what?
You see, if you go to other countries, developed countries, we will not see the police entering the vehicle.
Right.
To us, what we are saying as an industry, the government should come up with a way. Why should we need to have what we call a mobile police on our roads. Okay. We don't need to have police being, maybe they are just standing somewhere waiting for the Matatu to come and then they go into the Matatu. Okay. We need to work in a professional way. We have cameras whereby we should put those cameras on our roads so that at the end of the day we can try to help, they can try to help us to stamp the issue of corruption in our vehicles. Okay.
Minus the police, just how professional, and ma'am, maybe we come to you, just how professional is the Matatu sector, minus the police, such that we do not get to witness the cases that we've witnessed where someone has been thrown out of Matatu, that, sometimes they're actually roughing up passengers, sometimes they're rude to passengers, sometimes, there's a lot of activities that plays out in there. The drivers are not disciplined on the road. Just how streamlined is this sector to manage, minus the hand of the police?
Thank you. The first thing is that when we formed SACCOs and companies, it was about bringing law and order to our workers. And the mandate was given to the SACCOs and companies to some extent, so that every SACCO knows the number of workers that they have, maybe the drivers, they have their documents. And if there is an errant driver, the SACCO or company is capable of removing that driver from the road, not to operate, because they have that mandate before they go to NTSA.
Do they do that?
Let me say, yes.
Are the SACCOs hands-on on the road to understand what operations play out?
Let me say, in some cases, yes and no. Like town service. Town service, let me say, it's a bit unruly. One thing that makes it maybe more unruly is that we have one Matatu may have about 5 to 10 workers who are not legal workers. You may find that, let me give an example of, I operate from town to Ongata Rongai Kiserian. Maybe if my vehicle stops at Nyayo Stadium, you may find that there are boys there who are not employed by the SACCO, who are not employed by the county government, and who are not even employed by the government. They are there to fetch for themselves. Yes. And if our workers do not cooperate with them, many times you may find there is trouble. You may find the drivers are beaten, the conductors the same. Sometimes you have even seen Abirias being harassed, still on the same stages. But all in all, we had first recommended to the government about us having the instant fines, whereby if there is something that has been done by any of the workers,
okay,
maybe it is overlapping, maybe it is some, you know, the driver stops at a place that is not designated. We had said that instant fines would be better.
And what has happened in terms of implementing that? Allow us to take a short break. I will want to allow the ladies and gentlemen on this side to just